Maybe it's gonna start.
No. Oh, hold on.
I'm gonna make one adjustment on this here camera.
Okay.
Get you there.
And then once it starts, then I could get started, right? Once it starts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When I point to you, I'm turning your mics on.
Okay.
Then watch the timer. When it starts, we're recording.
Okay.
We're going.
Cool. Listo para la gira, Luis. It'll be super bubbly. Welcome to our first episode radio podcast, lifting you up with Cassandra Prieto, your best friend in real estate, sponsored by yours truly, Tucson Appliance, Chris and Corbin Edwards. We are super excited to get this podcast started. And about this show, we really want to show you why are we doing this? What is our intention behind this? And our mission stands. Our mission is to elevate, empower, and celebrate the stories of Hispanic leaders and local business owners in our community. Through meaningful, heartfelt conversations, we shine a light on individuals who have overcome cultural conditioning, self-doubt, and struggle, and have chosen to rise, lead, and inspire. This platform, everyone, co-hosted by Chris Edwards and myself, is dedicated to telling more than just stories. It's about sharing real turning points, deep self-discoveries, and the wisdom gained along the way. We believe these voices matter. They reflect the heart of the community and strength within our culture. And today I have the honor and privilege to have a friend, a colleague, someone that I've known for such a long time. Luis, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien, gracias, Cassandra.
This is bilingual show, so inglés, español, lo que quieras hablar. Estoy tan emocionada por tenerte aquí hoy, Luis. ¿Cuánto tiempo tenemos de conocernos,
Más de 10 años, tal vez.
Ay, nos conocemos mucho tiempo. No, let's not give our age away.
All right.
But before we dive in, Luis, thank you for being the first person here on this show. We really can't wait to hear everything that you have to give back. Como te decía, hay hispanos que muchas veces no creemos en nosotros. No es algo que nuestra cultura nos están enseñando y tú eres el ejemplo primordial de lo que es la perseverancia y muchas otras cosas. Pero te voy a dejar hablar a ti. Entonces, déjenme les doy un poquito de bio on Luis. So, meet Luis Hernandez, owner of Hercor Insurance Group. Today, I'm really excited to introduce someone who's been making a real impact here in Tucson. Luis Hernandez, the heart behind Hercor Insurance Group. Luis has been in the insurance world for over a decade. But he's only 20, just kidding. But his roots in the business go even deeper. His family's been in the industry since 1997. In 2014, he took a leap of faith and launched Hercor, an independent agency that puts people first. Puts people first. I can't emphasize that enough, and how I've experienced that firsthand. Since then, he's been helping families and business owners find the right coverage with honesty, heart, and a commitment to service that truly stands out. Before Hercor, Luis worked at American Family Insurance and also spent time at Tucson Electric Power. He studied at Pima Community College and the University of Phoenix. But what really defines him is his dedication to the people and the community he serves. Outside of business, Luis is a proud family man, and you're going to tell us all about those new fatherhood. He's married to the beautiful Fernanda Coronado, la chispa de esta aventura is how he refers to her. And together, they're raising 3 beautiful kids. Max is 4, Emilia 2, and baby Ali 6 months. Oh, and we can't forget their furry-legged little sidekick, Jack Sparrow. He has a last name? Oh, my gosh. Luis is building more than a business. He's building trust, relationships, and legacy. I can't wait to hear what you had to share. Luis, ¿cómo te sientes? Talk to me.
Excelente, muy agradecido por ser tu primer invitado.
Mm-hmm.
It is an honor, truly.
Good.
And I can try to think what made you like choose to be your first guest here. And I can remember the day I met you at our building.
Uh-huh.
And it was when you were leaving bank life or
Banker's Life.
Banker's
Oh my
Life.
gosh, that was over 10 years
Uh,
ago.
and then getting your feet wet
Uh-huh.
into the entrepreneur world. And I think I've always been there for you because you
Mhm.
were always there for your clients and the people in your community. And I've tried to be the best I can be for your career,
Oh,
whatever you do.
absolutely. And you've been a huge support for me as a person. Luis, I mean, I'm a client of Luis's, but also my clients are clients of Luis. And I've experienced firsthand that he serves people. And it's just, I can't even express how much because I've experienced it. From experience, I'm talking, not just like, oh, yeah, he's great. It's, I know. So good, good, good. So, Luis, let's dive in. I really want to hear about what's been a moment that shifted you in your life, a big moment, a turning point that has literally changed your path. Take it away, my friend.
Right. Well, I think there could be many moments that keep elevating you, that take you to the next step. And for me to step into the insurance game, I think it had a lot to do with my wife, the La Chispa.
With La Chispa, yes.
Fernanda.
Uh-huh.
Just choosing a career where I could, if I was going to raise a family, had my uncle as a great example, Jesse Hernandez, and to be able to raise a family, I had to do good in life and not just necessarily like be content with what I have, but to grow exponentially and work hard just like you do, get our names out
Yeah.
there. So that's when I chose to be in insurance. But after being in insurance, there's always new challenges. And for me, that new challenge, one, to answer your question, I think has to do when Max was, when we gave birth to Max,
Yes.
um,
And he is
firstborn.
the firstborn. Okay.
He was born on 2020 during the pandemic.
Oh, he was
A lot of time to think about
yeah.
everything, as you might remember. And Max gave me that opportunity. Because American Family is a captive insurance carrier. I missed him a lot. However, there were things that I needed to do better for my legacy, like you mentioned, legacy. And that's why I did founded HerCore.
Which is a brokerage.
It is, bro.
Right, so it's not captive.
Exactly, and it's better serving our clients, finding them different solutions. It's always best to stick around with the one insurance carrier and grow a relationship with them. But sometimes insurance companies tend to change, and you gotta seek for different opportunities or different ways to get insured. Just like life keeps changing. Like I've seen you grown over the years, and you've had different insurance needs over the years.
Absolutely. That's such a good point. Yeah, as we evolve, I mean, from something happens to your car, to you buying a house, to you getting married. I mean, there are so many different, right? Car insurance, home insurance, life insurance, kid insurance. I mean, there's so many different ones.
And HerCore has been there for you along
Yes.
all that development you have.
Oh, I know. Okay, so I gotta share this story. So I had my car totaled. I mean, how long ago was that? 2 years ago? 3 years. God, it was a long time. And I literally was in a restaurant. It got like squished out like in the parking lot, thank God, because it was just completely totaled. And I was devastated. And I literally called Luis. I was like, how, like, what do I, they took care of everything. Like, you guys just made sure that I knew exactly what I needed, from like knowing if I needed a rental. Like, it was just such a VIP service. And that, like, I didn't call a 1-800 number, right? You guys have an office local number, and you have people here, and you guys just went above and beyond. And I cannot ever I'll be eternally grateful for
Thank
that.
you. And yeah, and that was just not me. It's our team, dedicated agents, which you have met over the years. And
Yes.
I could not have made it possible without them. And they're great athletes, and that's part of the reason I'm partner up with them and to
They're
be
go-getters.
successful. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep. And
They
they
will.
respect you and they know you're a
Yes.
community leader
Mm-hmm.
and we try to focus on customers that are trying to make an impact in the community. And you're one of
Mhm.
those.
Yes, yay, and that's why we're here. A ver, Luis, but rerouting a little back to those moments that we talked about, I'm so curious. Like, tell me more about fatherhood. I know you were telling me a little bit earlier. I mean, there has to be challenges, right, in that, kind of getting through them, moments, I mean, how do they shape you? I don't have any kids, so I mean, I'd love to hear a little bit more.
Yeah, so I had a friend, kind of a mentor back with American Family Insurance. Had two kids. They had like special like diet,
Mm-hmm.
the way they process food, and I remember him always telling me that it would change my life forever.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
well, I hope my kids don't have any of those problems. But he was a great example um, as to how to embrace fatherhood. As he had a lot of energy. He was doing a great job being a father and also as an insurance professional. And Max, one kid, it was okay. It was a lot of like a lot of attention.
Uh-huh.
And then Amelia, she's a spark as well. And then it became more work. And
Uh-huh.
then Eliazar or Eli or Eli, it just became a challenge with 3 kids.
3 kids. Yes, I think that defines the moment that shifted your life.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. And I mean, you've already been with so much growth from the insurance captive going into opening up your own brokerage and all the challenges that come with that to La Chispa, your Fernanda, she was a part of the insurance the
Yes.
brokerage, and so she's really been by your side. So now I'm imagining she has to focus a little bit more on
Yeah,
motherhood.
she's more on a advisory or she's the owner as
Mm-hmm.
well, and so she's more in the decision making rather than the operations itself. Um, but I've tried to get her back into like hands on, and there's no way. She's so dedicated to the kids and everything that has to do with them, and that's a blessing. Just to have a very supportive wife, and it's like a dream come true. Like
Yeah. Sí, lo tienes todo, ¿no? Como dicen.
todo el paquete.
Todo el
Me saqué la
paquete.
lotería.
¿Oíste, Fernanda? Espero que estés escuchando eso, Chispita. No, la chispa es la aventura. Bueno, a ver, what through these challenges, you spoke about 3 different times in your life. What did you learn about yourself that you didn't know? Que haz algo que ni te imaginabas que podías hacer. Estás hablando de muchos diferentes tiempos, pero de brincar a hacerte broker con tu esposa, de brincar a hacerte padre y después de brincar a times 3. ¿Qué es lo que has aprendido de ti, que es la lección más grande?
Pudiera decir que hacer mis debilidades, mis
Ujú.
fortalezas.
Tus debilidades, tus fortalezas. A ver, dime más, por favor.
Eh,
Tus.
Back when I was at Tucson Electric Power, there was a superintendent of line construction, and his boss mentioned how he turned his weaknesses into strengths.
Strength.
I was very curious about that because when I was getting into the insurance industry, kind of like we talked before when we're offset,
Ajá.
temper management
Yes.
and how we can be, decimos chitopines en español.
Latino, no sale lo latino.
Así es, lo chispa, así enojón, no sé.
Sí.
Entonces mi papá me dijo que trabajara mucho en eso,
Okay.
en mi temperamento, sobre todo estando con clientes y pues no sé, you can't be perfect.
No, no
Everything you
podemos.
do.
Ujú.
So there's going to be some margin of error, I guess. But that for me, like how I was going to lead through customer service, through like making sure my clients were getting what they're expecting,
Ujú.
making my weakness my strength,
Ajá.
turn out to be like making sure I can educate clients about insurance as I've tried with you.
Oh,
Or
okay. I was
with
going to say,
many of
give
our
me an
clients.
example, but okay.
How insurance works, insurance is not an exchange of you paying premiums for later on, as soon as like if there's an opportunity filing a claim.
Mm-hmm.
Insurance should be for catastrophic events
Yes.
that we cannot remedy like out of our bank accounts, and it's just major expenses.
Ajá.
And I like to, since we're gonna be live or out
Uh-huh.
there, give people this lesson, like especially in our community, Hispanic community, o lo voy a decir en español,
Sí,
¿ok?
ajá.
Tenemos la idea de que full coverage cubre infinitamente por el simple hecho de estar pagando
Full.
más de $100 al mes o
Ajá.
lo que estemos pagando. Y que una gente muchas veces, creyendo tener buen servicio, decimos, sí, full coverage se le cubre todo y listo, y fírmele aquí, págueme y listo, y ya me pagan a mí mi comisión.
Ujú.
Parte de lo que decías al principio, no dejar que debemos ser profesionales
Ujú.
y detenernos, poner en cámara lenta y
Sí.
explicarle al cliente, educarlo, qué es lo que está pagando, y es lo que muchos de nuestros clientes nos agradecen, que nos detenemos a explicarles
Les
por qué
explican.
están pagando, si es mucho o poquito, y cómo cambiar eso a largo plazo.
Ajá.
Entonces, al pensar full coverage, viene siendo comprehensive, deductible en un carro, y collision en otro, en otra cobertura es cuando tú tienes la culpa, comprehensive es cuando no. Pero ya en un banco, ya en la comunidad, todo el mundo le va a decir full coverage y se van a confundir y
Ujú.
creer, eso solamente cubre tu carro o tu casa o tus bienes. En inglés decimos, it covers your assets.
Ajá.
Pero lo más importante es cubrirte en contra de una demanda. Este es el país de las demandas, es la
El
manera.
país de las demandas, ¿eh? Y hay manera también de cubrirte por la demanda.
Así es. Hasta 1 millón se llama umbrella,
Umbrella.
paraguas.
Ujú. Ah, paraguas.
Entonces es muy importante entender que es más importante eso. Sí es importante cubrir tus bienes,
Ajá.
pero es importante cubrir tus bienes y tú mismo y tus ingresos, embargo
Ujú.
o garnishment en caso de una demanda. Si tú chocas a alguien, está en el hospital y fueron $500,000, asegurarte que cubras eso.
Que cubra eso. Oye, Luis, me encanta esto porque sí creo que mucha gente no sabe, ¿no? O sea, dicen, ok, nomás dame lo mínimo o, bueno, el full, pero no quieren pagar extra, no están ni entendiendo ni tomándose el tiempo, ¿no? Y lo bueno
Exactamente.
que ustedes se toman el tiempo para explicar. Yo lo he escuchado mucho con mis clientes, entonces se los agradezco. Ahora, regresando aquí a the wisdom that you would share. Cuando dijiste, tus debilidades son tus... Hiciste que tu debilidad fuera tu fortaleza, entonces estás platicando sobre quizás al principio no estabas dando tanto esa información y luego le hiciste una fortaleza por empezar a educarte hasta más, especialmente haciéndote broker, no decir, o sea, no solamente te voy a vender algo porque es mi trabajo, pero voy a tomarlo al otro paso para darme cuenta exactamente, explorar, hacer research, qué es el mejor, qué es la mejor cobertura para esta persona o para esta persona y asegurarte que estás haciendo esa plática con ellos.
Así es.
Ok.
Patience is a virtue.
Patience is a virtue.
Entonces, cuando estás con un cliente y muchas veces como adultos ya, entre más vamos, mayor nos vamos haciendo, menos nos importa aprender.
Sí, ¿eh?
Entonces esa paciencia como maestro, mi esposa Fernanda,
Ajá.
la chispa,
La chispa, ¿no? Vamos a decir.
es educadora, entonces gracias a ella he aprendido a tener más paciencia para enseñar a las personas lo que estamos haciendo por ellos, ¿no? Por
Claro.
nuestros servicios. Entonces es detenerte y es casi con figuritas, dibujar y enseñarles cómo funcionan realmente las cosas.
Ujú.
Y no dejar que por el simple hecho del cliente estar pagando, se vayan a su casa con la idea de que yo ya le pagué, aceptó el dinero, ya le pagaron a la gente,
Ajá.
ya yo estoy cubierto de todo lo que ocupo.
Soy. Ujú.
Entonces esa paciencia así en cámara lenta a estarle enseñando y cuando a lo que voy de que no era mi fortaleza es de que muchas veces ya crees que sabes las cosas
Ujú.
y asumes que tú ya el cliente la sabe, ok, y listo.
Y no las explicas y
Las
causa mucho estrés eso.
Así es.
En
Y si no
toda-
entienden, te
Uf,
enojas,
vale.
entonces
Y se
es
enojan
eso.
contigo y todo es tu culpa. Y yes, I
Así es.
know. Luis, por último, todavía tenemos unos 10 minutitos. Quiero hacerte una pregunta de ¿qué ha sido tu más grande lección? What's been your biggest lesson over the last, couple decades? and evolving, involving your business, personal, fatherhood, um, your growth, what would you say your biggest lesson in life right now is? Something that you really value knowing.
Okay.
Ahora sí te voy a hacer pensar.
Sí, no,
I'm just on the
son tantas
fly.
cosas y me gusta mucho aprender.
Ujú.
Puede ser
Aprender.
desde, yo creo que sacrificar un poquito mi salud. ah, Tal vez no, o sea, son grandes muchas, pero sacrificing my health over trying to achieve success.
Mm.
I'm sure you've been there sometimes.
Uh-huh. So you're saying you shouldn't sacrifice your health
You
to
should
achieve,
learn
to not
and how to like manage
balance?
the balance
Mm,
and
okay.
um, use stress or those things that worry you as a gasoline or as a energy
Mm-hmm.
to shift you in the direction you're wanting to go. And
Mm-hmm.
I can give you as an example, in 2023, I started cycling. Prior to that, I would try to go to the gym and be there and then didn't see the results I was expecting and there wasn't as much patience,
Mm-hmm.
but I would try to maintain myself. But if there was somewhere where I needed to be, I would sacrifice that evening for
Mm-hmm.
my fitness or my
Right.
health and even the family. But it's a lot of success people I've met. They start the day at like probably at 4 a.m. or 5
Mm-hmm.
a.m. There's even a book I think called 5 a.m. Club or something
Uh-huh.
like that.
Yeah.
So it's just starting my day at 5 a.m. or 5:30 and making sure I take care of myself. When the day I do a prayer and then making sure the day begins the right way, exercising. So cycling has changed that. So I get that out of the way or I make sure I complete that and get it
Mm-hmm.
out of the way. So get it done. And then it starts with my family, and taking care of my son, Max, is going to school now, making
Mm-hmm.
sure I can take him to school safe. And then I start my routine work. And then if I have a networking event, I got my fitness and
Mhm.
I'm healthy and watching what I eat. I know you've been on.
You know that I have. Yes, I agree with everything. I'm gonna wait to
Yeah.
to summarize what you're saying, but I love everything you're saying. It's so important.
And through doing all of that, Cassandra, finding people that you can influence and guide them in the right direction, and also meet some others that are excelling at doing
Mm-hmm.
and connect and make strengthen the community. Because one of the things I can tell you, there was a time where I was having so much fun networking, and there would be
Uh-huh.
drinks involved, and I would sacrifice my health
Yeah.
or to be working and networking and doing those things that were beneficial for my business.
Uh-huh.
But I've shifted things a little bit where now, kind of like you, if there's a drink, like, oh, I'll consider one or two, but
Mhm.
not like staying late. And because I have a
Uh-huh.
family now. So,
Yeah.
and I know you've done similar sacrifices, but it's important. I've tried to build a community of people that have the same vision and trying to find more and more.
Absolutely. I love it. So I heard you say you love to learn. You have learned that a big part is do not sacrifice your health and your putting yourself first for business. And I think that you are so right in if you put yourself first, if you take care of Luis, if Luis gets up and he meditates and he makes a prayer and he works out and he spends time early enough with himself, you have more to give to everybody. A lot of times we think like, oh, well, I have to sacrifice this for work. But in reality, we're giving people just what's left over of us. So if you work on yourself, like you're talking about, also connecting with good influences, cycling, starting the day early, and really surrounding yourself with people that are going to empower you, you're already pouring into you. So you're not giving people the leftovers. This is how you give your best to your employees, to your team, to your wife, to your kids. to Her Core Insurance. To this is how you do all of that, and that is beautiful. So that's a wonderful learning lesson that you guys. So I love it. I love it. So I have enjoyed this so much. We've got just a few minutes before we have to wrap up, but I want to say thank you so much for sharing with us. This is a show that we want not only Hispanic business owners, but anyone in our community to take away from, right? There are so many things that we don't grow up with. And in our upbringing, people don't teach us to put ourselves first. I mean, if anything, in our culture, we're like, no, primero a todos y luego tú. No, I mean, a las esposas que nos, o sea, eso les enseñan. You're supposed to cater to everybody and then you. And the thing is that if we don't leave anything in there for us, we are not doing anybody a service. We're doing people a disservice by not putting ourselves first. And that was something that I learned. And yes, I'm very much on board with everything you're saying. There's balance, but you are first. And if you don't do that, that selfish act that people refer to, you have nothing to give back. So I love that. I want to send a big shout out to our sponsor, Tucson Appliance, and the one and only Mr. Tucson, Chris Edwards and Corbin Edwards, up and coming. They are just doing such a great job with really pouring back, and especially since they started working with the Hispanic community, this is something they are bringing to Hispanic leaders, business owners, to really give back. And I hope that you all got really good information from Luis and his story. And if anybody is relating to any of the things that he discussed, or you know, you want to explore your insurance options, or you do commercial, you do residential, you do life insurance. I mean, if you have a child, I'm a huge advocate for life insurance. I don't even have a kid and I have life insurance. I have multiple life insurance. If something happens to me, I believe in legacy. I want to leave it to my parents, but also think about your kids and the people that are taking care of your kids, right? Explore those options. The younger you are, the better, but it's never too late. Car insurance, home insurance, commercial, trucking insurance. I mean, he has it all. Luis, where can they get a hold of you? Tell me your website, your phone number.
So they can find us over on Oracle in Whitmore area,
Uh-huh.
3795 North Oracle.
Okay.
They can call our office at 520-298-8070, or I'm sure you can share the details to how to get in contact with us.
Absolutely. So if you guys know me, reach out and I'll give you his phone number. Other than that, is there like a direct website they can go to?
It's going to be, so her core stands for Hernandez, my last name, and my wife is Coronado.
Coronado.
So our base is family in hercoregroup.com.
hercoregroup.com. Luis, thank you so much. We really appreciate all your insights. Everybody, this was Lifting You Up with Cassandra Prieto, your best friend in real estate, sponsored by Tucson Appliance and Mr. Tucson, Chris and Corbin Edwards. We hope that you've enjoyed this show. Please stay tuned next Saturday at 9 a.m. We really want to bring you value, and next time maybe even bring a little pen, because we want to give back to you, especially in the Hispanic community. And we hope that you will tune in with us next time. Luis, thank you.
Thank you, Cassandra and Chris. And
Yes. All right.